Hey, everybody. Hey, now. Today is June 23rd. Friday, June 23rd. Cowlazars. Why are you going live on Friday when you guys usually go live Mondays and Thursdays? Well, if you haven't heard, we're doing a video every day in June. So we've got today and then 7 more days to go, 7 more videos. It's been a lot of fun. A little ASMR for you there. Okay. See what I'm doing here? See the green? See the green? Color of money. All right. Xavier Marx and the missing masterpieces. No green on this cover because we don't know where the money is. We don't know where the proxy is. We're going to go over a couple things. First thing I have to say is, I guess I have to apologize for something. I made the link. I made the video title, made the link. Yeah, today's color is green. Beacon Star green? Maybe. That's coming next week. That's coming. We're coming for you, Randy. Put up the link in the thumbnail, etc. Xavier Marx and the missing solution. And I thought it was a clever play on words, Xavier Marx and the missing masterpieces. So I put it Xavier Marx and the missing solution. And one of the searchers, Joe, he emailed me and said, has it been found? And I said, no, why would you think that? I'm thinking, why would he think that? And then I thought, what, does it make it sound that way from the title? And he said, yeah. So no, that was not my intention. It has not been solved. The proxy has not been found. I just did a play on words of, instead of the missing masterpieces, the missing solution. The solution is missing, as in nobody's figured it out yet. So if anybody thought that, it was solved and I was going live to give a solution, excuse me, no, that is not the case. So sorry for any misinformation, any confusion about that title. All right. So what is going on with Xavier Marx? This sucker's been out 1.5 years now. And that's right, Mama Q, color of money. And a couple things, have been solved, but we just can't figure it out. We just can't pinpoint it. We do know it's in New York because Sean and Hillary were nice enough to put out a puzzle that confirmed it was New York. But other than that, I've heard a lot of ideas. Some very clever people are working on this thing, and we just haven't been able to figure it out. So what's going on? Sean, Hillary, what's going on? How hard did you make this sucker? I mean, this seems like it could be up there with a Beacon Star, which when you first read it, it's just a kid's book with some pictures. It can't be that hard. Well, no, it is that hard. I mean, Sean's been on the show twice. He's answered questions for us. And the masked lady has been on, and she's answered some questions for us. And maybe we're not asking the right questions, but, they're not going to give it away, I don't think. They have given out a lot of hints on the old Instagram. They've given out a bunch of hints, but some of the hints are as difficult as the puzzles in the book. Okay, looking at Instagram right here. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I thought maybe we just have a discussion. And then after this, we're going to do an open Zoom for Xavier Marx and the missing masterpieces, as we have been. Anybody wants to join that, all you have to do is email me and to get on the Zoom invite list, and then you'll get a link. And yeah, you don't have to have your camera on. You can just come in and talk. That's what we do, is just talk about the clues and about the book. And maybe something will click somewhere, some way. Oh, there's some green. The footprints are green, aren't they? So does that mean the footprints are leading to the money? Right here? Leading to the money because they're green? I don't know. I just don't know. Miss Maple's got a green shirt on. Jay's got a green shirt on. Maybe that's really why I wear a green shirt. Okay, so K-Pro's not here. K-Pro is on assignment, so we miss K-Pro, but she'll be back soon to our regularly scheduled program. And yeah, Xavier Marx. Might have to give it a break. I hate to say it. I hate to do it, but we may have to give it a break because it's just been that difficult. And we've all been in an impasse and kind of stuck. If you don't know, I will let everybody know something. If you don't know, there is an Xavier Marx YouTube channel, and Sean and Hillary would appreciate it if you would go subscribe. Let's see how many subscribers they got. Xavier Marx. They're at 800 subscribers, so congratulations, Sean and Hillary. Boom, there it is. 800 subscribers. So if you are not subscribed, go over there and check it out. because one of the things that's coming up that I think is pretty neat. I don't think they put it here. No. So you guys know they did this little scavenger hunt with this couple here in Vegas, right? With Norma and her cousin here, Jorge. Well, they did the same thing with somebody else you guys may know. Let me see. I'm in the Grand Adventure on Facebook. If you don't know what that is, you should. Boom, look at that. Wife versus husband. Me and K-Pro, we filmed with Sean and Hillary, and they did the same thing with us that they did with Norma and Jorge or George. They had a little scavenger hunt going on through one of the casinos on the strip. Except me and K-Pro thought we were going against another couple, but they flipped it on us. We really went against each other. So me and K-Pro did this scavenger hunt against each other, and we were timed, and it was a lot of fun. And Sean is editing the video as we speak. Place your bets, Mike or K-Pro. Video coming to our Xavier Marx YouTube channel. Please subscribe if you haven't already. So, yeah, I'm assuming that'll be up in the next week or two. And, of course, me and K-Pro will go live and rip it apart and talk about it. And we'll tell you the lowdown of how it went. It's a lot of fun. So, Xavier Marx on YouTube. Go and subscribe if you haven't. Okay. So, let's go to their Instagram, everybody. I want to say thank you to everybody that has joined the Zooms, the Xavier Marx Zooms. I've got an email list of probably 150 people, and we get maybe 20 to 30, whoever's available on a given day. Because a lot of times it's not scheduled. I just kind of send the link out, open up the Zoom. People can join and leave as they want. That's how it works. That's how it works in America. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Now this one right here, I got to give a big thank you to Rue in the Zoom, because this one right here was really driving us crazy. In Vegas, you must try adjacent letters. Watch as they go somewhere that looks normal, but it's not. When you spot the difference, like Dorothy, heels click, and it will be known what may have fooled you, like a Penn and Teller trick. We went through that video of the scavenger hunt in Vegas, and we just were trying to figure out so many different things. And then somebody said, hey, look, there's a QR code. And when you click it, it takes you to a different web page than what's on the actual website. And that was the letter. In Vegas, you must try adjacent letters as QR code. They go somewhere that looks normal, but it's not. It looks like it goes to XavierMarx.com, but it does, but it's a secret page. And when you spot the difference, heels click on that page. The heels say clue. You click the heels, and it gives you a little symbol. So, yeah, that was awesome to finally be able to put that one to bed. And let's go to their Xavier. Hey, that's me looking at you, looking at me, looking at you. Let's go to their Instagram real quick. All right, let's go to the chat real quick. Christina, how you doing? 69 Moho. Greg Keller, how are you? Greg, I wish we need you to go to NYC to search. We just can't pinpoint it. I'm not giving anything away, I don't think, when we've thought Central Park and we've thought Coney Island, and people are in other areas, and it's just all over the place. We just haven't been able to narrow it down. Lorraine, I had fun with K-Pro Scavenger. I know, Lorraine. I will make 100%. K-Pro will give those answers. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to go to the horseshoe now, and we're going to walk it and give the answers like as we walk it to each spot. Okay, so we will, Lorraine. And trust me, I know how that feels, because the treasure hunt, guys, is it? The treasure game. Sorry, the treasure games hid some silver here in Vegas. Me and K4 were out looking for it, 100-degree weather. Guy finds it. It's been about a month. They haven't posted the solution yet. So it was one of those where it's like, come on, what are you waiting for? So I understand your pain, and we will put the solution out. Hey, Davio, Hooley, Houston, Texas, Dave. Hello back at you from Texas. Okay, so, and Mama Q, Delise, Yeager. How many people do we have watching there? All right, we got 35. It's not bad for a Friday night. Okay, let's go to their Instagram. I want to show you guys something. And is it just me? You guys tell me. Is it just me? Because it could just be me. But if it's not just me, maybe there's something to it. Excuse me. So if you look at their Instagram, they've posted celebrity clues. They've posted clues. Give me a second. They don't want the truth out. Give me a minute. Okay, and we're back. Live show, everybody. Live show. Okay, let's go back to their Instagram real quick. So they have celebrity clues, right? Giving out celebrities, big celebrities too, giving out clues, promoting the book. They've given out their own clues, Sean and Hillary. They have said that, things they've put out people haven't caught on to yet. So it seems like everything's a clue or everything's a hint. Yes, I was on mute because I was on the phone. Now I'm back. Hopefully you guys can hear me now. But what I noticed is if you go down kind of from the beginning, one thing they seem to be keying on, and you tell me, maybe I'm crazy, is right there on the cover of the book. That's why I showed the question mark. Secret Clue by Jesse Eisenberg. It's got the gold frame and a question mark. Well, we now know. Yes, we know. I know 100% for sure that Jesse Eisenberg's clue is on page 31, and it's it's the Roman numerals surrounded by the gold frame, right? Okay. So if you go through there, there's one with the dog, cover of the book. There's one showing the shadow people, and on that same page, there is this shadow. Okay, interesting. You've got Pranksy. Hey, look, a gold frame, everybody, another gold frame. And then we go on. Every time they show the cover, there's that gold frame, etc. And they do some other things. Not everything has a gold frame. There are other frames in the book. But here they give Xavier Marx and the Missing Masterpieces available now on Amazon as seen in. And these are all the places that they've had the book mentioned, again, in a gold frame. It's like they're smacking us over the head with it. There it is. Cover of the book. Didn't want to play that. Okay. Banksy. Didn't want to play that either. At the end, Starry Night is in the gold frame. Hang on. Where is it? Where is it? They show this one, which is also in this gold. When I say gold frame, it's braided. It's a gold, orange, and yellow. I guess you could say 3 different colors frame. Where's the one where they show the Starry Night? At the end of the book, it says the end in the gold frame. Just seems like I think they're trying to tell us. Here's another celebrity clue giver in the gold frame. So does that mean her clue? Possibly. And you can see they put out a lot of stuff. I think they're really trying to, trying to give us hints here to get this thing solved. Here it is. So they show Starry Night, and it says the length some hunters will go to looking for the proxy. Could this just be a national treasure situation? Has anyone tried lemon juice in a hairdryer? But what are they doing? They're taking Starry Night out of a frame. And we know that Starry Night is in a gold frame, as the one that we just looked at. So it just seems to me that they're really pointing out the frame. The frame has got something to do with the solution, everybody. And I think most people have thought those lines. I'm not really putting out anything new. But what is interesting is that there was another one with the old gold frame. The Incredible Hunt. There's Sean. This one right here. How is everyone doing on the $10,000 treasure hunt? Are you thinking like Xavier or crying like Sue? Do you know where to look or at least what to do? If you haven't joined the quest, you can get the book, blah, blah, blah. But are you thinking like Xavier or crying like Sue? Xavier is thinking question mark. The question mark is the Jason Alexander, is the Jesse Eisenberg clue. Sue is just crying because she doesn't know what to do, like most of us. But do you know where to look? And look, right here. These pages don't go together. I mean, they do, but they showed us the gold frame on purpose. Are you thinking like Xavier? Do you know where to look? Or crying like Sue? Do you know where to look or at least what to do? They're telling us. They're trying to put it right in your face, everybody, that where to look is these gold frames. The gold frame, I think, is the key to solving the Roman numerals. Now, how do we do that? Of course, that's the trick, right? And I know that a lot of people have tried to focus on this, have had this idea. This isn't anything new. Now, one of the gold frames is that painting right there, right? Which we think possibly has the hints to the landmarks. So could that mean it's the landmarks that we use? I don't think so. I think there's something going on with every gold frame itself. It's got to be the title of the painting, right? I don't think it's so much the subject matter. I think it's the paintings themselves. Now, the trick, of course, is how to solve it. If that is the case, that they're trying to say, hey, this gold painting, the gold frame is important, it relates to the Roman numerals. We have 16 Roman numerals in a certain order. And then the other thing, which I don't think is a big surprise to most people. Yeah, Sasha knows. Sasha says it's in my notes. I haven't figured it out. Right. I think everybody knows this. I just thought I'd go live and state the obvious. And again, a big shout out to everybody in the Zooms who help us articulate this stuff as we talk to each other. So there's the shadow below. And the thing is, the shadow is reversed. If you actually match these people up to the shadows, it's reversed from the way they're standing. Also, 1935, if you add up the white numerals here in the column, it's 35 and 19. So there's some kind of a reversal going on of some kind that it seems like we're supposed to do. So we have acrostic shift is what the anagram could be, and we have some kind of a reversal going on. And there it is. It's that simple. Why haven't you figured it out, everybody? We should just focus on that, I think. The frayed golden rope, tilted frame, masterpieces. I get it. I see what you did there. File in the thought bubble. Has it been discussed that the colors match the hearts on the Love gas stations? On the Love gas stations. Has it been discussed that the colors match the hearts on the Love? Is that in New York? Are there Love gas stations in New York? I did not know that. So no, as far as I know, that part has not been discussed. The rope is the same color as the gold frame. Exactly. Thank you, Lorraine, making my point for me. It just seems like they're giving us hints that somehow we use the gold frame paintings on the Roman numerals together. That's how we solve it. Nobody, to my knowledge, has actually solved it yet. And I think solving the Roman numerals will be a big one once that's finally cracked. Don't forget the number 2 in the painting and the red lady. Okay, so if you look, and that's the other thing, the very first painting that the kids show up is also in a gold frame. And right there, it looks like a number 2 on their shirt, right? Some people said Z, but no, it looks like a number 2. But again, very first painting has got the gold frame. Some paintings don't have the gold frame. Maybe that's a different puzzle. Maybe that's a separate one. But a lot of them do, and it just seems like that is how we solve the Roman numerals. How, of course, is the trick. The other thing is, give me 1 second while I find it. The other thing is, it seems like the pointing, it seems like something's going on with the pointing. You know, Sean says in the very beginning he's a fan of Masquerade. And in Masquerade, the pointing, the fingers were a big part of it. Don't rope me in. I get it. It seems like that's got something going on too, because on Instagram, once again, the gram, as those of us that are cool call it, if you go here, or Insta, yeah, I know it's Insta, shut up. They give a couple hints. They give a couple things of people pointing. So you got this guy with his 3 fingers. Now, I know it's just scroll for clue. Does he just mean 3 words? But he's pointing, right? He's something fingers. Hey, fingers are important. Maybe, somehow, some way. So we got that clue with fingers. We got this one, which is a bunch of people doing stuff with their hands, which could be body motion, but that includes fingers, I think, in my opinion. We've got Jay with a big old, foam finger like you get at a sports thing, pointing to subscribe, again, pointing out fingers, and also pointing to the shadows. So what's going on? And Xavier on his tiptoes. Up on tiptoes was me. How many? We got Sean pointing at a sign. Could that be a clue that, hello, in the book, they point at signs, they point at masterpieces? And again, I don't have the answers, guys. I'm just trying to articulate what some of the leading theories. And maybe one of you smart people out there will figure it out. What else? Because I know there's more. They put dogs. The K-Pro's theory is the dogs thing. She thinks the solution has to be around dogs because the 3 people that created the book all have dogs and they all post their pictures. And that could be. I just haven't seen in the book itself any clues toward dogs. So that could be. Let's see. Yeah. Are you going to be like Xavier and know where to look? Right there, the gold frame. He's telling us where to look. Jesse Eisenberg's clue with the question mark. He's telling us where to look. Are you going to cry like Sue and not know what to do? And then there's another clue where they say, can you unravel the clues? And right there, the gold is unraveling. Now, in this, it's a rope, right? The frame, it looks like a rope. And around the frames, they're actually frames. In the book, it's a rope. I think he says there's a rope when he, so right there, if you guys remember, he goes, "Hey, look at the window. Somebody went out the window." An open window. We ran to the window. A rope dangled outside. It's all gone forever, Sue sniffled and cried. I thought to myself, and I smiled real sly, I know what to do, or at least what to try. So the frame is a rope. Now, what is going on there? Why would the frame, the color of the frame, be a rope? Or is it just a hint to look at the frames? In other words, if you just look at the story of Xavier, forget about the treasure hunt, why would the rope be the exact same color as the frames? Does that make any sense to anybody? It really doesn't, right? So it's got to be them pointing to us saying, hey, the frames are important, in my humble opinion. Okay, let's, because there's more. So hang on. Let's keep going. I like that one where she gets arrested. We regret to inform you Hillary was arrested trying to see a Banksy up close and personal. That guy, the expression on that guy's face and Hillary's face was pretty cool. I thought there was more pointing clues. Oh, this one, she's pointing. It looks like she's pointing to the text right here, right? If it's really like follow her finger, seems like she's pointing to footprints, actually, to the word footprints, doesn't it? So I don't know how footprints play yet, other than maybe when you're in the final location to see the proxy. Something's going on with footprints or paces. It's a possibility. Yeah, when you finish saving the world, congratulations. Yeah, Mr. Jesse, Mr. Made It Too Hard, Eisenberg. You know what I mean? It's, yeah, he's a smart guy. We get it. He had the website with the word game and all that stuff. All right. I think Hillary and Sean, if you ever watch this, I think Jesse Eisenberg should give a clue to his puzzle that's in the book. That would be apropos. And I know he's not a social media guy and he's shy and he's introverted and he's whatever he is. But all he, just all he do is put a post on your Instagram. Doesn't have to be on, Jesse Eisenberg doesn't have an Instagram. But if you could get him to design a hint to his clue that's in the book, that would be awesome. Like full circle. So maybe reach out to him because I know you have his phone number and you call him all the time. Call him and say, hey, nobody has solved your clue that we know of. Come up with a hint. And then you guys post it on your Instagram that Jesse Eisenberg is giving a hint to the clue. I think that would be pretty cool. Just an idea. Because I know you've never thought of it, obviously. Okay. Oh, man, we did that. Okay. You got this guy with his fingers, right? Now, I don't know if that's, some people thought it was sign language, but again, the fingers thing, something to do with fingers. In the book, the kids are pointing with their little grubby, grimy fingers. No, it's a stretch, I guess, to say this guy just looks, no comment. It's a stretch to say that that's pointing to fingers. I don't think it is. This is the one that is, there's fake people everywhere, right? And yeah, which we think is the, use Google Earth, of course. Again, fingers, but yeah, I don't think that's a clue to that. But some of them are. I mean, Pranksy's pointing is doing this. It's like he's touching the frame with his fingers in the end of the book, right there. I mean, his fingers are actually on the gold frame, which is the rope, apparently. However that works. Okay, I thought there was one more. That's why I'm still going through these. There we go. Xavier is pointing at the shadow. What if the kids in the book are pointing at everything that's important? Suffer and succotash in the book. It's possible. A nod to Masquerade, right? What's going on with these shadows? I mean, they're reversed. So what do we have to reverse if that's the hint? All right, I think that was it. For the pointing anyway. And the dogs. And then what do dogs do? They point, right? When like you throw a stick and they're, like Lassie, they're in the well, where are they? And they lead you somewhere. That could be like a pointing thing. Some good looking dogs. Oh, Goliath. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's it. So those are the two leading theories that I've heard, in the Zooms and that I think make sense. There he is. That's the one I was thinking of that we already showed that he's pointing. So the gold frames, the braid, it just occurred to me. Why in the book is the rope the same color as the frame? Like just for the story, that doesn't make any sense. But it could just be that for us, it's a clue to look at the frames, I guess. And it's a kid's book. They can do whatever they want. It doesn't have to make sense. All right. But yeah, the kids point to a lot of stuff in the book. So I think maybe that's what we should focus on is what are the kids pointing at? Is there any kind of logic or pattern on what they're pointing at? And then also, of course, the gold frames, which I know people We were trying to figure it out. The other thing is when they do put out the hint, or not the hint, when they do put out the video, yeah, is the frame supposed to be a rope? But Jeremy, does that make any sense? Like the frame is a rope. Okay, but why? Why is the frame a rope? Does that cover the story somehow? Like, why is the frame a rope in the story? I don't know. That's the question, I guess. Pranksy says it's 4:45. Where does Pranksy say it's 4:45? I don't know what you mean by that. Wait, Pranksy says it's 4:45. Wasn't there a clue about a square? About a square? There's been a lot of clues. Probably one of them's about a square. Oh, yeah, there's this guy. Yeah. Then here's the clue that nobody can figure out. There's also one. It might be significant to look at the spacing of the Roman numerals. I was hooked for a long time looking for a 38-letter phrase that would match the spacing. Ooh, interesting. 38-letter phrase. Holy cow. Isn't the Clancy Brown clue a hint to the J.E. clue? Let's take a look and see. Clancy Brown is the voice of Mr. Krusty Krab and SpongeBob SquarePants, which I did not know until they had him give a clue. I'm looking for it real quick, and then we'll bring it up. Oh, yeah. It's the cover my shift thing. Yes, it probably is, since we have a crossing shift, cover my shift on April 1st. Where is it at? Yeah, it's in there somewhere. And then April 1st, why April 1st? Is it just because it's pranksy? It's a joke, like it's a prank? Or is April 1st could be page 41? What's on page 41? April 1 being 4-1. Oh, and page 41, what a coinky winky, everybody. A coinky winky. There's a gold frame. So could it be that this is where we start our shift? Or it's just a clue, cover my shift on page 41. This is how we solve the Roman numerals. Too much to be a coincidence, right? Huh? Anybody? Maybe? Okay. I think the frame images are a long yarn. Is that a joke? Or you mean like seriously, like a yarn, long yarn? Yeah. That's what I was about to say. Is K-Pro and of course Jeremy thinks that these dogs have something to do with it. You can solve one row of the Roman numerals to mean Fred. What does that mean? Apparently there's a Fred's restaurant in New York City where all the pictures of dogs are all over the wall. I don't know if that's it or not. I think what you'd find is attached to or hanging from a rope. Oh, there's an idea. So you think JBR Princess that the proxy is actually is attached to a rope? Oh, that would be interesting, especially if it was this color as the rope in the book. That would be pretty good. Okay. And if you guys remember my treasure adventures, what Tammy's doing is it's a coin, but it's buried just like an inch or two in the dirt. But there's a twine or a rope out of it, and that's how you pull it up. So I wonder if the proxy could be hidden some way where you just see the rope and you pull it up. Yeah, it could be. I mean, it's not impossible for that to happen. Okay. Shift, same as tilt, right side not tilted. So Davi is saying the frame is tilted. Maybe that has something to do with it. Are they? Oh, what if all the gold frames were tilted the same way, but they're not? Some are tilted right and some are tilted left. I know there is a line in the book that says we look to the right, we look to the left. Maybe. Yeah, JB, I like it. Camellia, I like it that there is a rope attached to the proxy and somehow we pull it out of something. Like think of a grate. It's down there. You can't see it, but you see a little rope sticking out. You pull it up and there it is, which is Vincent's ear, right? What everybody thinks. There's a Fred statue in Central Park. Well, there you go. There's another tie-in. The last image, the golden rope, is not tilted. Okay. And what I was going to say is, yes, the Clancy Brown could be here it is right here. It could be a hint to the Roman numerals. Mr. Krabs, a.k.a. the wonderful Clancy Brown, has posted a clue to our $10,000 treasure hunt. Swipe the photo to see the clue. If you're on Twitter, please like and retweet to get the word out about this fabulous kids book treasure hunt. Hey, Hillary and Sean, how about an update on how many books sold? It was at 1,000 a month or two ago. I was just wondering, are you, is it kind of snowball or is it died down? Just wondering. I could just, again, you just hear this voice. Hello, I like money. Okay. Do you like money? A clue to a 10,000 treasure hunt be hidden in this tweet. Support the International Child Art Foundation. Clue. Cover a shift for me on April 1 and you'll get me secret box. Cover a shift for me on April 1. Now that could be April 1 meaning pranksy, like April Fool's Day. Something, do we shift something to do with J or pranksy? Or could it be page 41 for April 1? And that's why these clues are hard, because there's more than one meaning that we're trying to decide which is the right way. Okay, and you'll get me a secret box. So interesting, it says clue all in capital letters, but, does that mean anything? That's just it. We just don't know. What I was going to say is the latest clue that's given everybody pain and heartburn is this one right here. As promised, a clue to the $10,000 treasure hunt book, Xavier, Mark, and the Missing Masterpieces for reaching our goals on the last YouTube video. Did you see Santa over my head, way, way back in the square with the lead? If you seek the answer to the clue, repeat again what you had to do. Search the whole world or find her name. She has a place that just isn't the same. No need to go there, though it's very nice. This secret place was not written by Price. Nice little limerick there, but what does it mean? Do you see Santa over my head? Well, there's two leading theories, which I think everybody has talked about on Mysterious Writings. And you should go to his Mysterious Writings and read up on some of this if you're looking for some help, because a lot of people have posted on Mysterious Writings. And that is that Sean wears a hat that says Santa all the time. Do you see Santa over my head? And this, it says Santa, and this, of course, is from the movie Elf, which takes place in New York. Could that be it? That's theory number one. Now, if that's true, we don't know why over my is capitalized. Did you see Santa over my head? Why is over my capitalized? The other thought is the over my is capitalized because of this guy, Mr. Eric Balfour. Over his head, it's over my is capitalized, and right here is Santa. So did you see Santa over my capitalized head? There's Santa for Santa Monica. Okay. This one I think is probably the correct answer just because the over my is capital. But again, we don't know, because if this is right, we cannot make the second line fit, which is, sorry about the scrolling. Did you see Santa over my head? Yes, we just saw it. It says Santa Monica. Way, way, way back in the square with the lead. We can't make that fit. Yeah, Tristina's going with number 2 also, which is Eric Balfour. But what does this mean? Way, way, way back in the square with the lead. And they show a pencil, but we don't know if that's the lead that they're talking about. So way, way, way back in the square with the lead could refer to Instagram. These are all squares, right? And way, way, way back would be a clue from way. They're telling us, look through the squares on Instagram to find the Santa over my head. But what is the square with the lead? I mean, could it mean, because this is black and white? That I don't like that. That it looks like a pencil because it's black and white. This one's black and white. There's other ones that are black and white. Way, way, way back in the square with the lead. How is this a square with lead? With the lead over my drunk body. There's the over my. There's Santa Monica. But what's the lead? L-E-A-D. Now, a lot of people say he's a lead singer, but no, the poem, it rhymes with lead. It's not lead, people. It rhymes with lead. And the square with the lead. And then, of course, Daniel in the den. I mean, is there any way we can make this work with the word lead? Way, way, way back could mean way back down on Instagram. But the square with the lead, what does that mean? So let's look at the text here. Your eyes don't deceive you. Actor Eric Balfour has provided a clue to the $10,000 treasure hunt. Solve the clues in the book. Discover the real world location of a $10,000 treasure. Someone's going to become very rich. Why not you? Disguised as a children's book for ages 5 to 10, featuring an exciting mystery at a museum. This book really packs a punch. So your eyes don't deceive you and really packs a punch. Almost seems like we're supposed to look for something, and then packs a punch could be to his hands. And again, is that just a clue to the kids pointing in the book that fingers are important? He is pointing. Or is there something else happening with his hands that we're supposed to realize? But how does way, way back with the lead mean? That's what we're hung up on. It seems like way, way back in the square with the lead is a confirmer that this is the right square to look at way, way back. Now, Davio says lead is PB, which is 82. Yes, we have gone down that road. 207.2 is the atomic weight or something, or whatever the other number is. And it's kind of funny because somebody could have swore, I'm not going to mention any names, but somebody could have swore that if you count backwards, the 82nd square was Eric Balfour. And that would have been perfect because it would have made sense, except it's not. He's the 79th. 82 would be here. Or, yeah, if I remember right, it's 79. But they could have swore when they counted it. 2 different people said it was It was 82. Yeah, Tristina remembers. So that would have been great. So way, way, way back in the square with the lead. That's what nobody's been able to solve, to my knowledge, anyway. What does square with the lead mean? Any of this could be lead, square with the lead. I mean, the black and white thing, but I don't like that. Is anything to do here with lead, the word lead? This is Daniel in the den from the Bible. I think Reuben, don't hold me to that, but I think Reuben painted this one. The square with the lead. Now, Kiefer Teresa says, took me a week to figure this clue out, and then bang, there it was. Now, if you can believe Kiefer Teresa, and that's probably not her real name. I'm so jealous. Congrats. Are you a Big Bang enthusiast? Kiefer Teresa says. And it says, I am. I don't believe this clue is related. Are you a Big Bang enthusiast? What does that mean? The show Big Bang? I mean, how does this relate to the Big Bang? I don't know. Oh, but Kiefer Teresa says, read it again very carefully. Aha. Read what again very carefully? They got to mean this. So let's read this again very carefully because that's what Kiefer Teresa said to do. Your eyes don't deceive you. So your eyes don't deceive you. We're supposed to find something visually. I like that. That makes sense to me. And it could be this, although that was a later clue. Actor Eric Balfour has provided a clue to the $10,000 treasure hunt, Xavier Marx and the missing masterpieces. Your eyes don't deceive you. So here's his eyes, right? Solve the clues in the book and discover the real world location of a $10,000 treasure. Someone's going to become very rich. Why not you? Disguised as a children's book for ages 5 to 10, featuring an exciting mystery at a museum. This book really packs a punch. So we've got your eyes don't deceive you, and this book really packs a punch. I mean, she's saying read it again carefully. I mean, could it be something down here in the hashtags, treasure hunt, bookstagram, kids books, children's books, Eric Balfour, art, mystery, history, museum, rhyming books, kids art, paintings, Banksy, Pranksy, clue. Right there, Banksy, Pranksy, clue, whatever that means. Yeah, Kiefer Teresa, if you happen to see this, you just want to help a brother out, email me. Cowlazars. I can't even get it out. I got so excited. Cowlazars@gmail.com. If you want to give, and I'll share it. This isn't just for me. If you give it to me, I'll share it with everybody. Whether it's what this means, what you think it means, or just a hint to what you think it means. Way, way back with the lead could just be lead paint or the painting. Yeah, lead paint. Okay. Way, way. So, but if you go through here, there's all kinds of paintings. Or is it just a here? You're looking on Instagram through all these paintings. In the square with the lead. I don't know. I thought it was something specific to this, meaning that's how we would know this is the right square because of the lead. But I just cannot make it fit. Is anybody else out there? Anybody else made it fit? Anybody else have a different idea for? Did you see Santa over my head? It's either Sean's hat, but even if it's Sean's hat, what does way, way back in the square with the lead mean? Did you see Santa over my head? Okay, so let's look at the pictures where Sean's in them in the square with the lead. So I don't see how this makes sense. Square with the lead. Square with the lead. Square with the lead, Campbell's soup cans. Does lead fit any of that somehow? Now, if one of these said lead soup, well, that'd be great because these are in squares, right? But no, this is all beef, asparagus, celery. I don't think lead is in here. But that's what I'm looking for is a confirmer that we're looking at the right Santa over ahead. And I don't see lead. It'd be cool. Like this one says lead soup. It'd be like, oh, there it is. Okay, so it's not that one. Did you see Santa over my head? Now, this guy has a Santa Claus hat, but that's not really Santa, right? Did you see Santa over my head way, way back in the square with the lead? Pedro Spidey has provided the newest clue. You can find Spidey at there. And if you still aren't part of the race, you can find a book at the link in our bio. Square with the lead. If you need help with something, you feel helpless and defeated, seek the sounds and echoed blasts of two whom heaven greeted. Still don't know what that means. Miss Maple and or Jay is giving you a clue. So they're saying right here is a clue. Clue to what? I just don't see how lead would work here, though. Although you know what? Is Miss Maple holding a pencil somewhere in the book? I thought she was, actually. Because she's got the clipboard. Doesn't she hold a pencil in the book? Whoops. But even if she is, she's not in this picture. So I don't see how square with the lead would work. Now, if she was holding the pencil, that could be a lead. Let me look. I thought for sure the teacher was holding a pencil in some page. Now I see the clipboard. Or do I just have that, that thing we remember, the Mandela effect? Do I want her to have a pencil so I remember she's holding one? Yeah, there it is. Page Mandela in your face. Page 61. She's holding the pencil. Now, I don't think it means this page, because there's nothing to do with Santa on this page, but she is holding a pencil. I don't know where they are, but I know what to do. I know we can find them if we look for a clue. Together, we'll form a detective collective. Together, we'll have an effective objective. And I think that's the only page where she's holding a pencil. Way, way back. Oh, no. It's also page 81. Yeah, page 81. So there are two pages where Miss Maple's holding a pencil, which I don't even know if it matters, but square with the lead could be a pencil, like a number 2 pencil, right? Okay, so don't see how this is the square with the lead. Did you see Santa over my head? Right here's one with him and Santa over his head. Way, way back in the square with the lead. Now, we know that it's Starry Night has a number 2 in it. Number 2 pencil, square with the lead. Could that be what he means? I mean, that's kind of a stretch, right? If you look in the book, they've put a number 2 here, in this particular star. Do you see Santa over my head way, way back in the square with the lead? Yeah, number 2 pencil, lead. I don't know. Here's another Santa, square with the lead. Here's a bunch of squares, but I don't see one with the lead that would make sense. Jesse, give that hint, Jesse. I know you watch these. Actually, I don't know he watches these, but maybe he will. Do you see Santa over my head? Nope, that's not Santa. Way, way back in the square with the lead. That's it. Oh, here's one. But square with the lead. Now, if something pops up here that lead would make work, but I don't think it does. If you can find it, you can keep it. Okay. Show the turtle. First, they show the girl with her hands up in the air with the turtle. Yeah, I don't know. Still, it seems like this knucklehead is it, because right here, over my is capitalized, Santa's over his head. But what does way, way back? The way, way back machine? Maybe. I mean, that's a good idea as any, right? Yeah, I don't know. Teachers are square. Okay, like a term. Was she taking names at the start, Aaron? Yeah, the teacher was taking names in the beginning. That's true. There's 24 kids, right? Xavier's alphabetically last, and she goes through some of the kids' names. I don't think we give all the kids' names, but she talks about some of them. Page 86, page 61. Is that with the pencil? Yeah, sorry. You guys already knew it before I did. Yep. I don't know. Thinking about square is a much simpler meaning. Could be. I mean, has anybody solved it? Even if you don't want to share. Uh-oh. Tristina says, funny thing I just found. Funny haha or funny, weird. So that's where we are, everybody. Roman numerals, puzzle. Jesse Eisenberg's kicking our ass. The clues that Sean and Hillary put out, kicking our ass. And then, of course, there's the landmarks. What we think the kids' names are landmarks, that's kicking our ass. Some of those we think we figured out, but it's too subjective. We haven't been able to verify that, yes, that's the right thing. Especially with New York. I mean, you've got so many landmarks all over New York that could fit. So that's it, everybody. I don't know what else to say other than the solution is still missing, everybody. We still have to find it. Oh, yeah. If you want me to show a link, email me it, Tristina, or send it to me on Facebook Messenger because it won't come through. All right, I'm on to a lead. I'm on to a lead on, and if I'm right, which I feel things feel legit and things seem to fit hardcore. I see what we did with lead there. I get it. All right. I had a light bulb go off. Okay. Well, somebody's got to have a light bulb go off somewhere. Secret Clue by Jesse Eisenberg. It's the gold frames. There's something to do with those gold frames. It's just, unless somebody, of course, has solved it and won't share, which is obviously possible. But usually these things get out some way, somehow. Even if they don't want to say what it is, usually somebody will say, yeah, actually, I solved it. But yeah, oh, I guess I should go to Facebook if you're going to send me something, huh, Tristina? Bing, bing. Tristina, there you go. What do we got here? MoMA. Oh, there we go. Okay. She sent a. So the MoMA is a museum of something art, right? I know we always talk about the MoMA, Museum of something masterpiece. I don't know. Carl Andre Lead Square, 144 Lead Square, 1969. Who is this guy, Carl Andre? Is that? Well, why'd you think of this? How did it give up? There it is. Cowlazars. Well, then you let me know what it is, buddy. You email me. Museum of Modern Art. I knew it. I was just testing you guys to see if you knew it. I knew what it was. All right. Yeah, that is cool. And the square with the lead, and this is made of lead squares. I get it. Kind of cool. But what is Sean directing us to? Did you see Santa over my head? Way, way, way back in the square with the lead. If you seek the answer to the clue, repeat again what you had to do. Search the whole world or find her name. If it is Santa Monica, maybe Monica's the name. Search the whole world for Santa Monica is actually Saint Monica, right? Or find her name. She has a place that just isn't the same. No need to go there, though. It's very nice. The secret place was not written by Price. Yeah, I don't know. We've had a lot of smart people working on it. We just haven't figured it out yet. Anyone know what that poster is with Over My Drunk Body? Yeah, they've talked about what it is. Let me bring it up. I don't remember offhand what it is. And I don't know if we're supposed to figure it out, but maybe. Everything's valid until it's not, until we get the answer. So this was supposed to be some kind of a show. That's him. That's Eric Balfour in younger days, apparently. And this was some kind of a show, almost like I think a comedy thing called Over My Drunk Body. That's what I've been told anyway. So it's a show Eric Balfour did, but was never released. Okay, I didn't know that it wasn't released. Not a band. It's like a show, It's posted in Discord. It's probably on Mysterious Writings, too. It was a TV show. Okay. Has anyone watched Friends, The Door? I have, but I don't remember that particular episode. My Slutty Girlfriend is the name of the show. Okay. Does he have a gun on his hip? It's hard to see. Oh, the square with that could be the lead. Oh, like bullets, full of lead. Sassy says it's a punk band. So you're saying that could be a gun, maybe. Does kind of look like that. I mean, I don't know if it is or not. We'd have to zoom in, or somebody find this picture. If you can actually find this on the internet where we could actually see. But are we supposed to know that's a gun? I mean, maybe, I guess. It just seems very hard to figure it out. Looks like it could be a holster with the butt of a gun coming out. And the square with the lead. Maybe. I mean, it's possible. It really looks like a gun, yeah. Oh, Carrie B says they have that ornate gold frame on the peephole. So hang on. In the show Friends, they have a peephole, a frame around the peephole. It looks like the frame in Xavier Marx. Oh, that's interesting. Especially because we know they've used Friends as a hint or a clue for something else, right? That's kind of interesting. It's his guitar. Does he have a guitar poking out there? And maybe. See, you can't tell it. And that's what I don't like, is if we don't know what this is. I mean, are we supposed to identify all these paintings and figure it out? I don't know. All right. I got the email. I'm not going to read it, though. All right. I will read it, but just not on the air is what I'm saying. Because what if it's the thing that blows it all up, little engine that could, and then somebody gets it from you? So, okay. Okay. So I think that's it. Those are the ideas. Those are the leading ideas that I'm aware of. Sure, there's other people doing things, but you know, some people share it publicly, some don't. Again, we're going to do a Zoom right now. I'm going to send the invite right now. If you're not already on my Zoom list, you won't get the invite. But if you want to be on the Zoom list, you do have to email me, cowlazars@gmail.com. And yeah, we're doing a video every day for the month of June. We've done 23 videos in a row. Go back, check them out. Some are on treasure hunts, some are on other things. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell. We got a lot of things coming up that are going to be fun in the next 7 days. Yeah, 7 or 8 days we're going to do. And then Beacon Star is going to be one of them. We're going to get back to the Beacon Star. And a couple of other treasure hunts we're going to talk about. There's a brand new treasure hunt that's not ready yet, but the word is out, so we can talk about that as well. So thanks, everybody. I'll see you in the Zoom. If you got any thoughts, email me, cowlazars@gmail.com. I can keep a secret if you tell me to. And yeah, if you just need somebody to bounce something off of, you know, and maybe somebody will crack it. It's June. We've got 6 more months till the end of the year. Will it be solved by 2024? I don't know. We'll see. Guess it depends if they get Jesse Eisenberg to give that clue or not. All right. We'll see you in the Zoom. Bye, everybody.